Hi. Since we have built our infrastructure for Microsoft Project, we can now start using it. First, you need to install the program. We will use the English version of Microsoft Project in our course. If you don't have the English version, you should upload the English language package. This way, you can follow the course content easily. Now, let's open Microsoft Project. Microsoft Project is very similar to other Microsoft Office programs in terms of properties. We will go through all of these properties. If you are using Office, you may find the first few lectures boring. You may skip these lectures if you want, but I strongly recommend you to attend these lectures since we will see some properties specific to Microsoft Project during our lectures. When we open Microsoft Project, we will see this screen. This is called Start Screen. We will learn the functions of these buttons step by step in the future. For now, we will talk about the locations of the buttons and their functions. There is a green space on the left. We can see our latest projects in this area. Since we have just opened the project, we don't have any projects listed over here yet. After creating our first project, we will be able to see the name of the project under this recent area. If you have existing projects, you can open these projects by clicking on Open Other Projects. In this white area, we can see some large buttons. Let's look at these buttons. The arrangement of the buttons can be different for everyone. But generally, the first 4 buttons will arrange like this. Depending on the screen size of your computer, these buttons may be located differently. You can follow which button we are talking about from the explanations under these buttons. Our first button is the Blank Project button. In our following lectures, we will use this button when we start to create our first project. When we click on this button, we will see an empty page with default project settings. We will do it in the following lectures. Next, we have the New from Existing Project button. If you have created a similar project before, you can use this button. For example, let's assume that we will create a project plan for a 5-story building construction. If you have a similar project, for example, a 3-story building construction, you can set this 3-story building construction project as your starting point and make changes to this project to form your 5-story building construction project. By clicking on New from Excel Workbook button, you can create your project based on an existing Excel document including a project. The other button is New from SharePoint Tasks List. This subject is not included in our course content. However, if you are using SharePoint and if you want to open a project from your SharePoint account, you can use this button. We have another button over here, Get Started or Welcome to Project. If you click on this button, you will find some basic information about Microsoft Project. Since we will cover these subjects, we won't be using this area. The following buttons include templates for certain objectives. The locations and orders of the templates may be different on your computer. If you don't have any internet connection, you won't be able to see these templates. If you cannot see the templates, you need to check your internet connection. What do these templates do? For example, let's consider the Earned Value button. When you click on this button, you will see a template that is specifically prepared for earned value analysis. We can edit this template according to our needs and create a work that will benefit us. If you can't find the template you are looking for, you can search for online templates from Search for Online Templates. Sign in to get the most out of Office on the upper right side of the page will enable us to log in to Microsoft Project if we have existing Office account. If there are multiple users on the computer, it will be better to log in to the project with your own username. Lastly, on the upper right corner of the page, there is the Minimize, Restore Down, and Close options, which also present in all other Office programs. There is also a question mark next to these buttons. If you want to learn anything about Microsoft Project, you can use this button. For now, this information about Start screen is enough for us to get started. We can now move on to our next lectures to learn how Microsoft Project works and how we can create a project plan. The next section is about Project Workspace and Backstage View, so I will see you there. Thanks for watching.